Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another Regular Joe adventure. Today, we're out here in one of Tulsa's most iconic outdoor destinations, Turkey Mountain. Now, most people come out here to hike, some come out here to ride mountain bikes, some bring their dogs, some come out here to exercise. But today, I'm here looking for stories because every place has a story. And if you've spent enough time in Oklahoma, you've probably heard a few about Turkey Mountain. Oil-field history, rumors of hidden treasure, strange sounds in the woods, and of course, Bigfoot. Now, whether any of those stories are true remains to be seen, but for the next 30 minutes, we're going to explore these trails, enjoy some incredible views, and find out why Turkey Mountain means so much to so many people. So grab your boots, let's hit the trail. One thing I love about hiking is how quickly the world disappears. 5 minutes ago, I was sitting in traffic, checking emails, looking for notifications, thinking about work, thinking about bills, thinking about everything I needed to get done. Now, all I hear is quiet and the birds, and the little wind, maybe. And my own footsteps, of course. It's amazing how much noise we carry around with us every day. Most people don't even realize it. We're constantly connected, constantly distracted, constantly moving, but nature has a way of slowing you down. And that's one reason places like Turkey Mountain matter. They remind us to breathe.
Decided last night we're going to do some adventure today. Turkey Mountain is one of our wilderness places here with lots of trails and things like that to do. Pretty popular on a Saturday, so got out here early trying to catch a little bit of the sunrise. So we're trying to go up this yellow trail today and try to get up here to the top so we can get some cool views of the city and the sun and the river. So hope you guys enjoy what I'm starting and getting on the adventure, heading up the hill.
Now let's talk about our first question. What was Turkey Mountain before it became an outdoor playground we know today? Most people don't realize that this area has deep roots in Tulsa's oil history. Long before hiking trails and mountain bikes, this was part of Oklahoma's oil boom. Back in the early 1900s, Tulsa became known as the oil capital of the world. Money was flowing, oils were everywhere, and these hills weren't quiet recreational trails. They were working the land and came here every day chasing an opportunity, building wells, running equipment, trying to make a living. And if you know where to look, you can still find remnants of the past scattered throughout the mountains. Old foundations, concrete structures, pieces of hidden beneath the trees. Nature has reclaimed a lot of it now, but the evidence is still here. It's kind of fascinating when you think about it. The same trail I'm working on today for fun, someone else may have walked it 100 years ago carrying tools and equipment. The same hill I'm climbing for exercise may have once had machinery sitting on top of it. The landscape changes, but history leaves footprints. And that's what I love about places like this. You start asking questions. Who walked here before me? What happened here? What stories have been forgotten? Because every piece of land has memories. Most of them just get buried over time, sometimes literally. And speaking of buried, let's talk about treasure. Now, every old wooded area seems to have some kind of treasure story. Turkey Mountain is no exception. I've heard people talk about hidden valuables, old stashes, lost artifacts, things supposedly buried somewhere in these hills. Now, do I think there's a pirate chest sitting under a tree somewhere? Probably not. But I do think there's something about treasure that captures people's imagination. Maybe because everybody wants to believe there's something extraordinary hidden in an ordinary place. And, honestly, maybe there is. Not gold, not diamonds, but something more valuable. Perspective, peace, adventure. Sometimes the best treasures aren't things, sometimes they're experiences. Sometimes they're memories. Sometimes they're moments you couldn't buy if you tried. Let's move on to the topic everybody clicked on this video for, Bigfoot, the Yeti. Because let's be honest, every patch of woods in America has a Bigfoot story, does it not? And Turkey Mountain is no different. People hear strange noises, see movement in the trees, catch glimpses of shadows, and suddenly things get interesting. Now personally, I've never seen a Bigfoot. At least not yet. But if I do, you'll know. Because this camera will probably be shaking like crazy while I'm setting a new land speed record heading back down to the parking lot. But seriously, part of the fun of places like this is letting your imagination run a little bit. The woods have a way of doing that, you know? When everything gets quiet and you're all alone, when you hear a branch snap somewhere behind you, your brain starts filling in the blanks. It's human nature, and honestly, that's part of the adventure. You know, the older I get, the more I appreciate places like this. When I was younger, everything was about speed. What's next? What's bigger? What's better? What's faster? Now, I appreciate slowing down. I appreciate quiet mornings. I appreciate campfires, coffee, time with family, time outdoors, you know, the simple things that actually matter in life. Life has a way of teaching you that eventually. The things you spend on youth chasing aren't always the things that bring you peace. Sometimes peace is found on a trail, sometimes it's found in a prayer, and sometimes it's found in silence. Hope you're enjoying this. Maybe watching it before you go to bed. I tend to do that. Watch some YouTube videos just with sound, or listen to chapters of the Bible for sleep. Just calms me down. Listens to the storms, rain. Sometimes it just helps calm you down after a busy day or busy week. So that's what I kind of like to do to wind down. Birds are chirping out here. It's just like a serene environment. Really enjoyed this today. Didn't know how it would turn out as we're heading back down the mountain. I said there's no overnight camping here, but we're going to find a place in the next episode or two to find a place that we can stay overnight and have a overnight camp out and hike and have a little more adventure. So make sure you click and subscribe. Follow us. I'd really appreciate it because I really enjoy doing this. If I could do it full time, that would be excellent. So help me do that. We're getting closer to the overlook now. Trail's getting a little steeper. Breathing's a little heavier. A little hot and humid out here today. Life works the same way. Raising kids take effort, building a business takes effort, keeping your faith strong takes effort. Everything worthwhile usually requires a climb, and most people quit too early. They're tired, discouraged, and frustrated, and they turn around. Not realizing the view is right around the corner. Sometimes you just gotta keep walking. And we are here. Look at that. Tulsa spread out below us, a river winding through the city, buildings, roads, neighborhoods. Thousands of people going about their lives, yet from up here everything looks different. Problems look smaller, stress feels lighter, and the noise disappears. This is why I come here. Not for the exercise or the content, not for views on the YouTube. I come here because this place gives you perspective. And perspective is something we all need because life has a way of making small things feel huge. But when you step back, when you get above the noise, you realize most of the things aren't as big as they seem. God's still in control. Tomorrow's going to come, and somehow things are going to work out. Maybe not exactly the way we planned, but usually they end up the way they're supposed to. Gonna head back down the mountain now. Let you enjoy a little nature, bird singing. Just enjoy the trip back down. We'll catch you at the end of the road. So why does Turkey Mountain matter? Because places like this are becoming more and more rare. Places where people can disconnect, places where families can spend time together, places where history still exists, places where nature still wins, places where people can think, pray, reflect, recharge, and honestly, I think we need more of that, not less, don't you? Well, folks, the mystery of Turkey Mountain may never be fully solved. Maybe there isn't buried treasure. Maybe Bigfoot doesn't live here. Maybe the old stories aren't true. Maybe they are true. But maybe that's not the point, because the real treasure of Turkey Mountain isn't hidden under the ground. It's right in front of us. The trails, the trees, the history, the views, the peace. And the reminder that sometimes the best thing a man can do is get away from the noise for a little while and spend some time with God. If you enjoyed today's adventure, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join me for the next Regular Joe adventure. Until then, keep climbing, keep exploring, and don't forget to keep an eye out for Bigfoot. We'll see you on the next one. Well, looks like we survived, so a good adventure. More coming soon. Head out and get some cooking started today and do some smoking. And that'll be in our next episode. Thanks for tuning in.